Hollywood continues to dig itself in a grave as well here. So Paul Mescal, another person that I think people really don't care for, another person who probably won't be able to get like I don't even know who he is. Another person who probably won't be able to get butts in the seats, kind of like Rachel Zegler can't, kind of like how Zendaya can't. Even the quote unquote the greatest Gen Z actress Jenna Ortega even couldn't get butts in the seats as well. And most of the things that get butts in the seat is the franchise, the IP, okay, as well. I know Sinners was able to transcend that, obviously, but um, unfortunately, in this current box office climate, the thing that gets butts into people's seats is, of course, the franchise, the movie series, the movie franchise, you know, the sequels, prequels, and reboots. It's something that everybody complains about, but why don't people go see original movies? Why like we talked about last year and this year, why didn't anyone go see The Bike Riders, an original movie of Tom Hardy that had pretty decent reviews, but it wasn't a part of a franchise. It wasn't Inside Out 2, so no one went to go see it. Okay, same thing. Isn't that I will save my money for Deadpool Wolverine and start and this is why we keep getting sequels, prequels, and reboots. Okay, because you guys keep seeing them. Okay, Hollywood continues making what makes money. Okay, why do you keep getting all these sequels, reboots, and all these franchises keep coming back and back and back? And if something continues to make money, people will continue to go see it. Okay, people continue to go see it, and then people will be like, "Where's the original movies? Where's the original franchises? Okay, let's go see Beetlejuice, for the eighth time, okay? But where's the original movies, okay? But Paul Mescal again, he is complaining that he is basically celebrating that the alpha males are now being owned by Hollywood. Okay, this comes from a cross press with the history of sound, a film set in 1919 with blah 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 here, as well as spiritual successor to Brokeback Mountain as well. Again, I don't know who this guy is. Oh, he's in Gladiator too. Okay, I didn't watch that movie, but as well here. But absolutely, this is just absolutely sad that Hollywood continues to dig themselves in a grave like this. Okay, yeah, and basically saying that we need to get rid of masculinity. We need to get rid of toxic masculinity. The biggest problem in all of media. Okay, you know, some of the most popular series of all time is because of quote unquote toxic masculinity as well. For example, the most popular character in Dragon Ball, except for Goku, is Vegeta, and by these people terms, Vegeta would be basically the example of a toxic character as well. But these people, I'm surprised they never attacked Dragon Ball, but if they attack Dragon Ball, I think they'll have the entire Latin America after them because Dragon Ball is kind of like the sacred thing in Latin America, and I just don't think they would want to piss off the Latino/Hispanic community for trashing Dragon Ball as well. It's kind of like you can't really trash Dragon Ball. Also, you'll be trashing Toriyama. I remember when Toriyama died, they actually celebrated how the we hate men thing because Toriyama didn't know how to quote unquote write women properly and wrote these toxic characters. Oh yeah, some of the most iconic characters in all of fiction are toxic characters, okay? Because they're too manly, okay, as well here. And it's just the double standards they have, okay? They always say about like why is male sex appeal okay, but they'll the SDWZ always compare like why are men allowed to be attractive but not women? But the same people will continue to ignore the fact that they try to quote unquote remove masculinity from movies, TV shows, and games. Okay, that's what they want to do. They want to get rid of male role models completely. Okay, which is why people have been turning to more extreme role models for men because the traditional role models that Hollywood kept putting out, like characters like Luke Skywalker, characters like the MCU, male characters like Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Spider-Man, as well. These were considered the greatest role models for males, but now they basically ruined these characters, and now there's no real role models in Hollywood. Okay, as well. There's no real role models anymore in Hollywood, and they are celebrating this like it's some victory when it really is not. Because guess what? Where is Star Wars now? Okay, where is Star Wars now? Okay, it's dead. Where is Marvel now? Look at Thunderbolts box office. It is performing very poorly at the box office. It is performing, not as poor as the Marvels, obviously, okay, as well, but it's performing very poorly because they don't care about the fans of Marvel, okay? People looked up to these characters. People, younger people especially looked up to characters like Iron Man, Spider Man. They'll say because a lot of young people say, "I want to be like Spider Man. Spider Man is cool. I want to be like Batman. I want to be like Superman." As well, I know Superman and Batman are DC characters, but I'm same point. Okay, Hollywood used to have great, masculine characters. Okay, great role models for young men and young males as well. Batman, Superman as well. Goku, I know Goku's not a comic book character, is not a comic book character traditionally, but there's tons of good. There used to be tons of good. And I know anime they still have good masculine role models, at least for now. But Hollywood, they basically just emasculate a lot of the male characters and just ruin their characters for no reason. And this is why Hollywood continues to lose a lot of money, on all these crappy movies. Okay, same thing with female role models as well. Okay, Hollywood used to have great female role models as well, but now they basically, push this stereotype of woman, of the quote unquote strong woman. And even the new Real and Sense movie, the entire ending of that movie, I'm spoiling the ending for Real and Sense, but it's a remake of a 20-year-old fucking movie. Okay, the state really takes away the woman's child, takes away because of Stitz, and basically they act out like it's a good thing because you can finally get a career now without a man and a kid. You are liberated. Yeah, according to Disney, not having a family makes you liberated, and this is why Hollywood continues to lose money and why people are sick of Hollywood. Okay, as well. Yeah, and Hollywood has kind of killed themselves. Okay, they have kind of killed themselves in a way, especially Disney as well. Here, okay, yeah, okay, and they really believe this is this huge thing, as well, because we always between five fighters on the bills on the backs of Indiana Jones, Wolverine, and Top Gun, and alpha males as well. But those are characters that people look up to. Those are characters that people like as well. Yeah. And guess what? Two of the three reboots of those have done very well. Deadpool Wolverine did pretty well. Top Gun Maverick made $1 billion, $1.5 billion. And guess what? The one that they changed to remove the quote-unquote alpha male, Indiana Jones, guess what? That movie bombed and lost $200 million or $300 million for Walt Disney. Okay? As well. Okay? They say it's on the way out, but it's not a good thing for Hollywood because guess what? They continue to lose money because of this. Okay, Hollywood is moving away from money from all hours. The beta males are likely sold in these movies are despicable as well here. And yeah, I agree absolutely. This is absolutely this is a sad Hollywood. Okay, the reason why people like those characters is because they are masculine. Okay, the reason why people like Wolverine, why people like Vegeta, why people like Superman, Batman. Okay, because they are kind of the epitome of it. I know Spider-Man is kind of more like a high schooler, so not really the best example, but a lot of the the good characters. And when you write bad characters without these beta male characters, people won't like your movies. That's simple. Goodbye.